What's up guys, and welcome back to Bandana Football TV, the place where expert opinions mean nothing and fan opinions mean everything. Even though we are getting exactly 0 fan opinions in the comments. Early days, let's just keep going. Let's go right into the goddamn topics for the day. Nothing about the channel, just into the topics. Before we get into this first topic, little disclaimer, I may get angry, because this is about something that I'm very passionate about in football, and that is refereeing. I'm a qualified referee. This may really get to me, okay? Just putting it out there, warning for all of you. This topic is about VAR. It has taken me 8 episodes to get on and talk about it, because it's taken 8 episodes for VAR to start with the controversy again. Gotta love it. It's, oh my god guys, it is just so frustrating watching VAR used the way it is in the Premier League. I mean, with VAR, the on-field referees literally have no power with it. Literally, it's just some dude in a box 14 miles away from the nearest Premier League ground, sipping a cup of coffee, all nice and snug and warm, probably just ordered a Domino's, you know, and he's just he's making decisions on a football pitch, you know, that he doesn't have to deal with afterwards, you know. He don't deal with the controversy it causes, and any of the pain the ref will have. Any of the mental pain the ref will have from the players, you know. Let's get into a few examples that have happened in the last 2 or 3 days. A couple of days ago against Burnley, Crystal Palace v Burnley. First half, I believe. No, second half. Second half, because I remember I didn't watch the first half. Literally got taken down by Brownhill, sorry. Got up, literally looked straight at Brownhill's face. Straight at it, moved the forearm right to Brownhill's face. VAR, after the incident, took a look. Took about minute and a half, and came to the decision that it was not violent conduct. And I screamed so hard at the TV. Literally, I think I woke the neighbours. And this was like in the afternoon or something. I still woke the neighbours from my way of shouting at the TV. How was that not a red card, for crying out loud? If I was a bloody referee watching that, I'd be if I was a referee and I had seen that on my monitor and I had to make the decision there and then, I go, yep, red card, get him off the pitch. I mean, what the hell? How is moving your forearm deliberately to the face of an opponent not violent conduct, for crying out loud? I mean, take that goddamn stuff to the bloody boxing ring, for crying out loud. Another example that happened today. Today, as I'm recording this, yesterday when this goes up. Get a few timelines going there. Leicester, handball against Everton that gave a penalty to Everton. From the replays that I've seen, because I didn't actually watch the match itself. From the replays that I have seen, I have watched the replays like 10 times over, and I still can't determine whose hand hit the ball first, whether it was Keane's or whether it was Ndidi's. You know, I can't decide. There's no way from the replays that I have seen that you can actually determine whose hand to hit first. So God knows how they did it, and it says it has to be clear and obvious. They say it has to be a clear and obvious error by the on-field referee. I can't see anything clear and obvious about that. mean, you're basically just going against... You're making up these rules as you're going along, VAR. Come on! And apparently in the same game, an Everton player handballed it more blatantly obvious than the one I've just talked about. I couldn't find any clips on that, unfortunately, so I don't know if that is true, but if it is true and it was more blatant than that one, Christ alive, the refereeing is seriously screwed up in the Premier League right now. Like I said just before this topic, I am now getting angry. And then over at West Ham Chelsea today. West Ham goal, and apparently it took 3 minutes to come to a decision on whether it was offside or not, and they deemed it offside. They deemed that Mikel Antonio was offside via impeding the view of Kepa, the Chelsea goalkeeper. I have seen the replays of that. I have seen stills. Yes, Antonio is offside. Is he in the line of vision of Kepa? No. No, he is not. He is, for crying out loud. Say Kepa's eyes are where mine are here. This is the highest point. This is the highest point of Mikel Antonio. You can see the ball. This is not impeding my view of the ball. See, the camera is the ball right now. It's not impeding anything. I mean, oh my god. And it took 3 minutes. I go back to the clear and obvious thing that they stated. If you're taking 3 minutes to analyse that, it is not clear and obvious. Okay? For crying out loud. If you have to analyse something that much, just get on with it. Just say, right, we'll keep how it is. Let's get on with the game. 3 minutes of players standing around doing nothing, waiting for some dude that's miles away to make a decision. Give it to the referee, for crying out loud. If it's the on-field ref, give it to the on-field referee if it's taking you that long. Give penalty decisions to on-field referees. Give red card decisions to on-field referees. Before the Premier League return, I was watching the Bundesliga. I did not see a match where the on-field referee did not go and have a look at a monitor for something. Whether it was for a penalty, whether it was for a red card, anything. You know, I did not see a game where the referee did not go and look at the monitor once, at least once. You know, it was just like, oh my god. And then going to the Premier League, why are we not using those monitors? Those monitors probably cost $100 a piece and they're not being used. They're collecting dust, for crying out loud. FA, get your together, for crying out loud. In my opinion, guys, the on-field referee for decisions like red cards, for penalties, they should have that power back. Tell them to go over to the monitor, which is provided in the stadium, to go over and have a look themselves. Then they can make their decisions. Then they can take the stick for their decision, not take the stick for some other dude's decision that's miles away. Give me your opinions on this down below. Should on-field referees be given more power with the VAR? Comments down below, please. Rant over. Crying out loud. Excuse me. That really got to me, guys. This really gets to me. Let's go on to something that'll keep me calm for 5 minutes. Let's go on to the next topic, and it is the race for the top 4 of the Premier League. Now, Liverpool champions, top spot secured. Man City, I think they're 8 or 9 points ahead of Leicester in third. They're near enough secured for the champion for top four place. But there are 4 teams battling out for 2 places. Leicester third on 55 points. Chelsea fourth, 54 points. United fifth, 52. Wolves sixth, 52. Only separating United and Wolves on goal difference. And this is becoming quite a race today, guys. Obviously, Chelsea lost earlier today, 3-2 to West Ham. Leicester lost against Everton as well. So it's getting closer up there. In my last episode, I thought Leicester near enough shoe-in to get top 4. Now, in the space of 3 days, I've changed my mind, guys. You know, opinions. I'm allowed to change my opinion. Thank you very much. My channel, my rules. But no, Leicester, they're in danger of dropping out in the top 4. You know, United and Wolves coming back into it, and United and Wolves, to be honest, they're on better form than both Chelsea and Leicester. You know, Leicester 2 draws and a loss since the restart. Not good if you want top 4. Chelsea have been on okay form, you know, mixed bag so far. But United are starting to look like the United before Fergie left. And Wolves obviously just looking like an absolute powerhouse right now. Looking at their fixture lists, United, I think, have the easiest run. They've only got Leicester from that top lot, from that sort of like top 8 lot. They've only got Leicester to play now. So everybody else is outside of that top 8. So going on that, United have the easiest run, so they've got to play for. Chelsea have both Liverpool and Wolves. Wolves obviously got Chelsea. Wolves have also got Arsenal, who just won a game against Norwich. They won a game. Woo! I'm not ridiculing them this week. But Leicester have the worst run out of that lot. They have Spurs, they have Arsenal, and they have Man United. Leicester United, final day. Final day showdown, anybody? You want a final day showdown? You want a final day showdown? I definitely do. I want a final day showdown. You can tell, final day showdowns. Yeah. But no, going on those run of games, I'd have to say most likely Chelsea, and I'd have to say United are going to get top 4 spot. I think Leicester going on their form so far, I think they may have just blown it. Unless they can get something going and change my mind again, I think that's it for them. I think Europa League for them. Wolves, I think, are just going to miss out. But I'm not counting them out. I think it's just going to come down to goal difference in the end. However, given if Man City's Euro ban holds up, 5th, get Champions League. Never know. We'll see what happens. But no, that is my prediction for the top 4. United and Chelsea, top 4, no particular order. And then Leicester and Wolves, 5th and 6th, in no particular order. Give me your fan opinions on this one down below. Who will make top 4 out of these 4 teams? Leicester, Chelsea, United or Wolves? Which 2 teams are those 4? Fan opinions down below. Who's making top 4? Thank you very much. Excuse me. But that is it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have, give it a like And if you want to see more on Bandana Football TV and have your fan opinions heard, then click the subscribe button and remember to press the little bell right next to it so you don't miss an episode. Thank you ever so much for watching, and remember, expert opinions mean nothing, and fan opinions, your opinions, mean everything. Thank you very much, guys. See ya.